Hi guys, so I got a little distracted with my daughter in the middle of the video, so I had to stop and make this second part. So this is the other problem I wanted to show you. This is from a problem like number 15 on the assignment, where you have to find an angle. Okay, so I wanted to find angle B, big B here, so that means I'm going to use the formula that involves the big B, right? So I start with the little b, right? This b and the big B, this should always match up with, this should be the small and this should be the big. So I have the b squared one equals a squared plus c squared minus 2ac times the cosine of the angle B. Okay, so let's fill it in. So again, my little b is right across from here, my little a is this 29, and my little c is 41. Okay, so b squared, so that's 53 squared, equals my a squared is 29 squared plus c squared is 49 squared minus 2 a times c, right? So a is 29, c is 41 times the cosine of b, which we don't know, right? So notice that's the only really variable we have here. We don't know what the angle b is. Okay. So, let's continue. 53 squared is 2809 equals 29 squared is 841 plus 41 squared is 1681, okay, minus, so I'm going to just combine this. This is minus 2 times 29 times 40, what is that, 1, right? So that's going to be minus 2378 times the cosine of b. Okay, again, this is attached to this. This is multiplied. You cannot subtract this from here. Okay, so let's continue. So I have 2809 equals, if I add these two together, 841 plus 1681, I get 2,522, right? Minus 2378 cosine b. All right, and then we're just going to do our algebra, right? I want to get this by itself, right? The cosine b, so I can solve. So first I'm going to subtract this over here, right? If I do this and I subtract this onto this side, right? Let's do it the long way. If I subtract this, right, then I will get 287 equals negative 2378 times the cosine of b. Okay, and then again, I need to get this alone, so I need to divide. I need to divide this out. I need to divide this side by, right? So that will cancel, and divide this side. My paper's moving. Right, so I have negative 287 over negative 2378 equals the cosine of b. Okay, now I need to solve for the measure of angle b. So remember, whenever I need to find the missing angles, I'm using, oh, I'm sorry, this should just be one negative. Ignore that, right? It's this divided by the negative, so it's just a negative. The whole thing is negative. Okay, so whenever I need to find an angle, I'm using inverse, right? So I'm going to have to use the cosine inverse. This means what angle, the cosine of what angle is going to give me this, right? So in your calculator, you're going to put it in like this. The inverse cosine, right, of negative 287 over 2378. That's going to give us our angle. So let's put that in our calculator right here. Right, I have the inverse, right? So I'm going to press second and the cosine button. That's going to give me the inverse. And then it was negative 287 divided by 2378. Right? 2378, yeah. Enter. Oh, what did I do? 2378. What just happened? 237. What's going on? Oh, I pressed the wrong negative button. That's why. Sorry. Sorry. Inverse cosine. Negative 287 divided by 2378. And that's what you get. If you press this negative button, it won't work. You have to press the little negative button, which we've talked about in class. I don't know why I did that. Anyway, so if I'm rounding to the nearest tenth, it's about 96.9. So the angle B, 96.9. So that means that this angle right here is about 96.9 degrees. Yeah? Okay, any questions, let me know and I will answer you. Have a great day.